Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's the Empress here, and in today's video, we are looking at messages from the dearly departed, from our passed on loved ones, from our angels, our guides. We are looking at what messages they have for us today, why they are connecting to us. So go ahead, grab yourself a notebook if you feel called to do so, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and sit for a spell. Okay, guys, out in front of us, here we have the pile selection, and I'm going to ask you guys to take a couple of deep breaths. Really try to ground yourself, connect to your intuition, connect to your guides, and ask which one of these piles is going to bring forth the spirit, the energy, the passed on loved one that you need to hear from the most at this time. Now, if there's a specific person that you are looking for in this reading, definitely hold that person in your mind, in your heart as you choose a pile. But don't be discouraged if that's not the soul that comes forth, as the intention for this reading is to bring forth the energy and the messages that you need the most at the time that you're watching this video. So we also have some valerian root resin burning for anybody that's curious about that, to help us be open to receiving the messages that we need and to help protect us from any unwanted or negative energy as well. Out in front of you, here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you have chosen a pile, I will have the timestamps to the beginning of each specific reading in the description box below, along with the links to the cards that I am using. If you feel drawn to any of the decks that I use here today, you can also find the link to my Etsy store in the description box for anybody who's interested in checking that out or purchasing a personalized reading. So without further ado, go ahead and pause the video if you still need a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Those of you that chose pile number 1, this reading is for you, and we are looking at messages from the dearly departed. So starting off here, guys, we are going to start with looking at the energy of the soul that is coming forth. But we are going to also look at who this person was in their physical life and who they are now in their spiritual essence. So let's go ahead and start with these, and then we'll shuffle the rest of the cards out as we go. So group number 1, we have Dancer of Beginnings. So group number 1, this soul is connecting to you because you are stepping through a portal of some kind at the time that you're watching this video. So this person in their physical reality, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The aces are all about beginnings, all about new beginnings, and with the Ace of Wands representing the soul in their physical life while they were still living here in this earth, in this physical reality, I feel like this person was a very creative soul, but also a very large risk taker. They were very good at like jumping into things head first. They didn't hesitate is a big message coming through here. And their spiritual essence coming forth here. We have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so group number 1, the soul is coming forth here, and I feel like the soul connects to you when there are a lot of different options out in front of you. There are a lot of different decisions to make potentially as well, and it's like the soul is connecting with you to help you make a new decision or to help you do something differently. There's a big message here that the soul really wants you to do things different this time. We are going to get into a little bit more of who this person is for you, and the messages that they have as well, just so that you know. But a big overall energy of this reading is that this soul wants you to do something differently. They want you to see the options that you have instead of maybe missing the different opportunities or options that are laid out in front of you out of habit or out of only seeing what you always do. Wow, okay, so let's go ahead and get some more cards here, group number 1, and see a little bit more about who this soul is to you and why they are connecting to you at this time for group number 1. So here we have Femme Fatale, and this is a very feminine energy here, and this says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected, and the shadow attributes here is inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. So group number one, this soul that's coming forth here is coming forth because this is something that they've experienced. I feel like this has a lot to do with your mindset around money or around career or around success. You may really want success or power, but you may have in the past gone about getting that in the wrong way or seeking attention for the wrong things. And this soul is coming forth to help you get in alignment to something that's going to be very powerful for you. This soul coming forth here is a very feminine energy. It's very gentle, but I also feel like in their physical reality, they may have done some things with their physical body that maybe they weren't proud of. Very sexual energy coming forth here. Whether this was a partner with you or like your mother, you may have been born out of this kind of energy as well, which may be why it's so kind of imprinted in your genetics. But a very gentle soul coming forth here. So you may also have a very hard time kind of seeing where the signs or where this energy even shows up in your life for you because it is so gentle. But this soul is coming forth saying that you can recognize this energy in the risks that you want to take. You can recognize this energy in your hesitation. So where there's a lack of hesitation is where the soul is coming forth at, really trying to show you to move this way. So if hesitation is something that you are really, really struggling with at this time, there is a need to tune into this soul. And it does really feel like a mother energy for group number one. It really does. It feels like a very mothering energy. This could be mother or grandmother or some sort of like feminine guardian energy that surrounded you in your life, in their life. And they are really coming forth to let you know that you don't have to do things the same way that they did, or you don't have to do things the same way you've always done them. There are a lot of options in front of you at this time. So let's get some more cards for group number one. Go a little deeper into the energy of this soul and who they are. Group number one. Our first card out, we have Obsidian, Masculine, 4th Chakra, and Fire. Okay, so this is kind of this Ace of Wands energy coming out here, and this is saying that I feel like group number one, you guys, it's almost like coming through as a warning, like to be aware of the actions that you're taking, and whether they are shadow actions, like if they are energies to protect your ego or your shadow, or if you're acting from the shadow. So group number one, you guys may really be in a shadow period at this time, or there may be something that you are aligning to that is going to allow you to step out of this shadow energy. But there is something here that is, it's very harsh, where you may be acting out of shadow energy that you don't even recognize about yourself, or about how you're affecting other people, or how you are harming yourself in the process. You also have here Earth, feminine energy again coming forth here, and this is coming out underneath the 7 of Cups. So group number one, there's definitely like this message here that you guys can choose what energy you act from. And with this Obsidian coming forth here, this is the 4th chakra, this is the heart chakra. So some of you guys may be taking action based off of heartbreak instead of out of love. And there's a real need to kind of recognize this energy, and that may be why this very feminine energy is coming forth here, trying to get you to act in a gentler way or from a gentler energy. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards here and kind of clarify the messages that this soul has for you at this time. And oh, I'm sorry, actually, first of all, we're going to look at a little bit more about this soul and their life, who they were, maybe what they did, how they passed away. So we have the 8 of Cups coming out here. Group number one, I feel like this soul that's coming forth here was very good at running away from things that they loved, or very good at running away from heartbreak. This could go either way. But I really feel for group number one that this soul in their physical life, they had a lot of emotional kind of turbulence where they maybe acted, it's almost like they acted against themselves, like they acted against what they wanted. They ran away from what they wanted and ran towards energies that maybe harmed them or caused them to live in shadow energies. There's like escapism here, emotional escapism here for group number one. And I feel like the soul is coming forth to kind of warn you or show you where you are doing the same thing. Let's go ahead. Whether this is in relationships, or if you're running away from a job that you want, or running away from like a certain skill that you have to learn how to do in order to get to the job that you want. There's just something here, group number one, where you guys are holding yourself back and running away from what you want in some way, shape, or form. So let's get another card here, group number one. We have the Queen of Spheres, which is very much so in alignment with this feminine energy, this guardian energy as well. So group number one, I feel like this soul was definitely a mother or a grandmother, a nurturing soul. This was somebody who took care of you or took care of a lot of people. And it's almost coming through as like self-sacrifice. Like this person may have convinced themselves, excuse me, that this person may have kind of convinced themselves that they couldn't have the abundance, they couldn't have the things that they wanted because other people needed things more than they did. And with this Queen of Spheres coming out here, this is like the Queen of Pentacles in the original tarot. With this coming out here on top of this feminine energy, this is telling me here that the self-worth is playing a very large role in the actions that you're taking, and also played a very large role in the actions that this person took in their life. Let's go ahead and pull another card here and see about, so this person may have been a soul provider as well. They may have been the one that had to pay the bills or had to support the family or brought in the financial kind of energies into the household or the home. And even though they were the ones that like supported the family, it's like that there's something here with self-worth coming through where they gave everything they had away as a way to kind of escape taking control or responsibility for their life, convincing themselves that they didn't have any other options. Interesting. And then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, see, there was an emotional kind of attachment to this escapism, and as well as like it's almost like this person's ran towards a specific emotional state that helped keep them in a lower vibrational energy, helped keep them in a more comfortable or a more familiar energy, even though it wasn't what they wanted. Very shadow type energy here for group number one. The soul really didn't understand in their waking life how they were doing this. This wasn't an intentional thing. This was a habitual thing. This was a subconscious thing. This was this must be love because this is what I've always experienced as love kind of energy coming out here. So there was a lot of emotional confusion in this person's life. Wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and go a little deeper into why this soul wants to come forth for you today, group number one. We have the Page of Cups. So some healing trying to come forth. This soul really wants you guys to heal the emotional body. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So it's almost like this energy of maturing, evolving almost coming forth. We also have the Three of Cups. Yeah, okay. So group number one, this soul is coming forth here because they really want you to find excitement, to follow the joy, to follow the impulses at this time. Like, don't talk yourself out of the things that you desire, being a very big message here, because it's leading you to something that's going to be very fulfilling, very exciting, very happy, very joyful. It's leading you to something that you're going to want to celebrate, group number one, and this soul really wants you to continue moving towards it instead of running away, because I feel for group number one, you guys may have a very similar kind of escape habit in regards to emotional energies. You may escape emotional energies that aren't comfortable or familiar with you. So group number one, this soul is coming forth here to really, really drive home this step into the unknown message, step into something that you've never experienced before, step into emotional energies that you've never experienced before, be open to receiving new things in every area, but especially emotionally and financially. I really feel for you guys, group number one, that if you can allow yourself to feel differently about abundance or about your self-worth, that you will be able to receive so much more abundance and fulfillment. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards here, group number one. There's also a message here to celebrate yourself. I feel like group number one, it's almost like your assets have been frozen. Your financial energies may be very frozen at this time, and this soul is coming forth to say, if you can allow yourself to get into a new emotional energy, that new kind of watery energy will thaw out the assets that are frozen. Interesting. That's a very interesting message. Let's go ahead here. Look at this. We have solitude, higher self, coming forth here for group number one. So I do feel for you guys that there is really a need to get very clear on what it is that you want. There is a need to allow yourself to be alone with your own emotions as well, your own emotions and thoughts. I feel like you guys, this may be where you guys kind of run away from your own uncomfortable energy. You guys may run away from yourself, where this soul that's coming forth here kind of ran away from a particular part of themselves, or ran away from a specific emotion or a specific energy, almost is how this is coming through. But it's almost like you guys run away from yourself. You don't allow yourself to be alone with yourself. You don't allow yourself to explore your own emotions, feelings, thoughts, your own energies. And this soul is saying it's going to help you a lot if you can allow yourself to kind of sift through all of the things that you are refusing to see. And then we have life force, Aphrodite, group number one. Yes, there is a renewal, a replenishment, an activation, an evolution almost trying to come in for you guys. But it's almost like you're frozen against it. You're very stuck in a particular part of your life. And I really feel for group number one that this has a lot to do with running away from yourself, running away from the parts of yourself that you don't like or you don't want to see, running away from your shadow. But there's healing in your shadow, group number one. The shadow isn't all bad. It's not bad. The shadow is just the parts of ourselves that we don't see. It's the things that we don't see. It's the parts of our lives that are done in darkness or in unaware kind of energy, just the things that happen without us consciously making that choice or consciously making that decision or consciously taking that action. It's not a negative thing. It can create negative circumstances if we don't allow ourselves to become aware of what energies we are acting from. And group number one, this soul, this very feminine, motherly like soul, really wants you to become aware of the energies that you are taking actions from. Because it's time for you guys to step through a portal. It's time for you guys to step into a new reality or a new timeline by making a new decision or doing things differently, okay? So let's pull some more cards for group number one. We're going to pull an angel card here and see kind of where this energy comes forth for you in your life, or where you can connect to this energy in your life for group number one. Oh, look at this. We have Angel of the Night Sky. So group number one, getting your birth chart read may be something that really helps you come into some clarity. That's definitely something that's coming through here, as well as with this angel of the night sky. There is like a lot of direction in the darkness is kind of how this is coming through here. So sitting alone with yourself, sitting alone with your shadow is really going to help you come into connection with the soul. If that's something that you're trying to do, you can ask this soul to sit with you in the darkness. Ask this soul to sit with you in solitude, to sit with you with your shadow, to show you the parts of yourself that you can't see. This soul really wants to help you with some shadow work, you guys. And also we have the obsidian up here, which may be a very good stone for you to work with while doing this, using the energy of that stone to connect to the soul, or to connect to your shadow, or to help bring in clarity, to help you see things in a different light or a different perspective. So I really feel for group number one that this soul is coming through to really help you out of a particular cycle with your shadow. So let's go ahead and pull one final message for group number one final message from the soul. Any last advice or guidance that the soul has for group number one? I just as I was shuffling these cards here, I just got this kind of image in my head of somebody like sitting in their room or in their bed crying, just saying, I want my mom. So for some of you guys, this is definitely a mother that is coming through here. For others of you, this is just a very feminine energy, a very feminine, nurturing, guardian energy. But this is definitely mother kind of energy coming through here. Our last message here, we have always do your best, and this here says practice makes the master. So again, like I was talking about before, there's something here with you guys kind of running away from something that you need to learn, or avoiding some sort of energy that's going to help you level up. And the message on this card here says, by doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Group number one. You guys are going through a transformation at this time for sure, and this soul just wants you to do your best to become aware of the cycles, to become aware of where you are talking negatively or badly about yourself or about others, to become aware of your habits, to become aware of where you take things personally when it's not personal to you, it's personal to the person saying something, or the person living their life for them, where they may so I'm seeing this with this don't take things personally aspect of this message here. I'm seeing this as like you guys inviting somebody to do something with you, and they say no, and you maybe get offended or your feelings get hurt, when in reality they're saying no because they have something in their own life that is preventing them from being able to do this activity or this event. And it's not because they don't want to do it with you, it's not because they don't like you, it's not because they don't want to spend time with you, it's because they have their own life that they need to tend to. That's kind of how this is coming through here. And making assumptions, making assumptions that it's because they don't want to be with you, or because they don't like you, or because you did something wrong, like constantly questioning yourself, constantly convincing yourself that you've done something, and that's why nobody wants to do this event, or that's why this person doesn't talk to you anymore. Really, really working with that energy and moving past that. Group number one is very significant for you guys in this part of your journey, okay? But these are the messages that I'm seeing for my beautiful group number one. If you enjoyed this reading, if it brought you value, if it resonated with you, please hit that like button, comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number two. Those of you that chose pile number two, this reading is for you, and we are looking at messages from the dearly departed, messages from passed on loved ones. So let's go ahead and get right into your reading here. Group number two, we are going to be looking here at who this soul was in their physical life, who they are, or who they're kind of showing themselves as in a spiritual sense, or their spiritual essence, as well as a little bit about why they're here. And then we'll shuffle the rest of the cards out as we go. So starting off here, this soul in their physical life, we have the Queen of Wands. So this was somebody who, this is almost coming through as somebody that was very sure of themselves. This may have been somebody that was also very involved in some drama in their life. Their spiritual essence coming forth here, we have the Nine of Cups. Group number 2, there's something here about this soul being like a storyteller. Not necessarily in like a sense like they lied or they told stories in a negative sense, but it's almost like a very, this person was very good at telling stories, or very good at telling stories about like their life or about their past. This may have been like an older soul who used to share stories with you about their childhood or about certain things that happened to them, and they just were kind of over the top in the way they told stories. This is very interesting energy coming in here, group number 2. I love this. So I am getting kind of like this old soul or this elder kind of energy that's coming in here for group number 2, and it's almost coming through as like an elderly man sitting in the living room just telling stories about their life, telling stories to you as a child. It's almost like Santa Claus type energy, where like you're sitting on their lap and they're just telling you these extraordinary stories about where they came from or about things that they experienced. Interesting. So let's go ahead and see a little bit about why this soul is coming forth and a little bit more about who they are. So we have Ancestor of Memory, which very much so kind of coincides with this telling stories of their childhood. So group number 2, there's something here where you guys are being asked to remember either a specific story, a specific event, a specific energy that you experienced with the soul, or something that they taught you, as well as with this memory energy. I am really getting the energy of like Alzheimer's or dementia kind of energy. So that may be how this soul passed on. We also have the Shaman of Song. Yeah, there's definitely something here about storytelling, about it's almost like you guys are being asked to remember a specific story, or being asked to maybe rewrite your story. Some of you guys, this person may have sang to you, like sang you to sleep, or you may have memories with this person, like singing with this person, like karaoke, or you guys may have had a specific song that you shared. Some of you guys, this is like, I'm seeing like standing on your dad's feet while he dances with you. The song Daddy's Hands, I think by Holly Dunn, I believe, is the artist of that song. Like a lot of this kind of energy coming forth here. So very gentle masculine, guardian masculine, protective energy coming in here for group number 2. Asking you to remember something. There's something that you are being asked to remember, or you are being asked to find in like your subconscious memory, even for some of you guys. Let's go ahead and get some more cards and go a little deeper into this and what this soul wants you to know, why they are here, who they were, how they may have lived their life. We're going to get into all of that. So let's go ahead at group number 2 and go a little deeper into what the soul wants to talk about today. Wow. Okay, we have Mother, light attributes, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So one message that's really sticking out to me here for group number 2 is the abandoning children. So group number 2, this soul, this father, so this father may have been somebody who left, or somebody who passed on too early, or somebody that you feel like left you behind, or this father figure may have been the one who raised you solely, where the mother kind of ran away or abandoned you, or that's how you perceived it. And with that group number 2, there's like a memory, the memory aspect coming into play, either remembering how it felt when you were left behind or remembering something before this person left you. But regardless of how the scenario played out, group number 2, I feel the big message that's wanting to be talked about here today is this energy of abandonment. This feeling of abandonment, this feeling like nobody cares about you, or feeling like you're always going to be the one that's betrayed or left behind, some kind of subconscious patterning that's still playing out in your life today. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards, group number 2. Okay. Our first card out is the Deer, and the direction here is southeast. This is feminine and water. So there's something here, group number 2, about the way you guys love or don't allow yourself to love or be open to receiving love out of fear of abandonment or fear of betrayal. It's like 5 of Pentacles energy coming forth here very strongly. And then we have the Golden Seal, masculine, south, sun, and fire. You guys may have ran away as children, or wanted to run away. There's something here about like running away as a child, like especially with this 9 of Cups energy here on this particular deck. This is very much so like Peter Pan energy, like the Lost Boys, all of the children who ran away or left because they felt like they weren't loved or cared about. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot and find out a little bit more about the soul that's coming forth for group number 2. Who they were to you. We have the 9 of Wands coming forth here. So very protective energy, very protective. This may have been somebody that you looked up to, somebody that you admired, somebody that you connected to your idea of feeling safe as well, especially with the Queen of Wands showing up as their physical existence. Somebody that was very powerful, but also very quick to anger or very quick to action. We also have here the Queen of Cups right on top of the Mother energy here. So with that, I feel that this person may have been like, they may have ran a daycare, or they may have took care of other people, and that may have made you feel like you were less special, or made you feel like, why is she taking care of them, or why are they, it doesn't have to be a she, so don't attach to that, but why is this person taking care of somebody else and not me? So this could have been a mother or a father figure who left your family to go be with somebody else. This could be a mother or a father figure that had a job or a career where they took care of children or elderly, and you may have looked at it the same way, like, why is this person taking care of other people and not me? This energy is here very strongly. And then we also have the Ace of Swords. So group number 2, there's something here about this person's passing that may have been very quick, very sudden, but also with the swords here, this is all about the mind. Again, the mental energy coming forth, having a big role in this person's passing, whether it was Alzheimer's or dementia or something with the brain or like an aneurysm, as well as there's something here where this person may have revealed some sort of truth or some sort of clarity to you in their passing or shortly before their passing. Interesting. So let's go ahead and see a little bit more about why this soul is coming forth for group number 2. We have Temperance, Freedom. Group number 2, this soul wants you to free yourself from this heaviness, this feeling of betrayal, this feeling of abandonment. Freedom, facing certain fears that may be holding you back at this time or making you feel unsafe. We also have the Lovers. Wow. So group number 2, you guys may be manifesting love at this time, or trying to find a soulmate or a twin flame energy. There's something here with the way your fear of abandonment is playing out and how it's affecting your relationships currently. Okay, that is a big message here for group number 2. We also have the 7 of Swords coming forth here. So yeah, there's some sort of betrayal or deceit, lies, especially coming out on top of this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about clarity or a truth being revealed, or being able to see your truth in a new light, or finding your truth. And I feel like this soul that's coming forth may have found their truth, but it may have been too late for them to, fix it, or may have been too late for them to be able to do anything about it. In group number 2, it's almost like the soul wants to come forth and show you how you are lying to yourself about being left out, or how you are lying to yourself about this betrayal, or about how everybody's going to leave you behind, or how somebody in your life now currently is going to leave you behind. So you may be running away from it before they can. There's an energy here of I have to leave before somebody can leave me, whether this plays out in romantic relationships, friendships, jobs, or all of those places. The soul really wants you to be aware of how and where you do this in order to give you freedom from this energy, or from this fear, rather, group number 2. So let's go ahead and pull you an angel message here, group number 2. We have the Angel of Power. So there's something here with taking your power back, group number 2, especially with this Queen of Wands energy here as well, like taking your power back from your past in particular. Being very significant here for you guys, and this soul is coming forth to really try to help you with that, or to allow you to recognize where certain patterns were started, where they were rooted at, where you're feeling insecure, and how that started. So there's a need to remember where these kind of energies began for group number 2. Our next card out here, we have Imagination and Inner Child. So group number 2, this person really wants you to see how things can go differently. Like how, instead of always believing that somebody's going to leave you, like imagine them staying. Imagine what you want to happen happening, okay? And then we also have Risk, Joy Guides. Yes, group number 2, you guys are being asked to do things differently and to imagine them working out for you, instead of allowing your fear to hold you back from taking these risks, allowing this fear of betrayal or abandonment to hold you back from love. Allow yourself to fall in love. That's the biggest message here. Allow yourself to fall in love and take your power back from your fear, from your past. So let's go ahead here and pull one final message for group number 2. One final message from the soul and what they want you to know, any last guidance or advice or anything I may have missed for group number 2. Here we have always do your best, love and nurture your body. So group number 2, with this energy, with this self-love energy, you will find that your relationships, especially in love, are going to match the amount of love and nurturing you give to yourself. Nobody can give you love if you don't hold it for yourself. You're not going to be able to recognize it outside of yourself. So there's a big message here for group number 2, to be able to find the energy of love within you instead of needing somebody to fill this void. The message here on this card says your own body is a manifestation of God, and if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind, and when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. Group number 2. Yeah, so really some big kind of guidance or even homework from this soul here is to start practicing some self-love, really incorporating some self-love into your day every day, whether this is pampering yourself, doing your hair or your makeup or your clothes, or what you're feeding yourself, just being very aware of taking care of yourself instead of needing somebody outside of you to do that. I feel like that's going to be a big catalyst for you guys, group number 2. But this is what I am seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, if it brought value to you, if it resonated with you, please hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what other kinds of readings you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose pile number 3, this reading is for you, and we are looking at messages from the dearly departed. So starting off here, group number 3, we are going to look a little bit about who this person was in their physical life, the essence of their spirit at the time that you're watching this video, and a little bit about why they are coming forth for you at this time, and then we'll shuffle the rest of the cards out as we go. So in their physical life, group number 3, we have the 10 of Cups. So I feel for group number 3 that this was a person that was very much so about like Thanksgiving dinner, very much so about like family holidays. I don't know why that's coming forth, but maybe we'll get into it. But family holidays, this may have been somebody that you only saw at family holidays. This may have been the person that you were always excited to see at family holidays. There's just something here with ancestors as well with this 10 of Cups. So I do feel for group number 3 that this is somebody from your bloodline coming forth, some sort of ancestor, some sort of relative coming forth here. We also have here in their spiritual essence the 4 of Swords. So this is somebody who presents themselves almost in it's a very calm energy, but it's almost like this person presents themselves in a very detached way. Interesting. So when this soul kind of presents themselves in your life or really tries to provide any guidance or signs or synchronicities, it's almost like they do it in a way where they don't want you to know that it's them. This may have been something they did in their actual life. They may have left like little presents or little notes or like anonymous kind of things, or you guys may have had something where it was always like, don't tell anybody it was me, kind of energy. Wow, interesting. Okay, so this soul coming forth here, we have, look at this, the Hunter of Mysteries. Yeah, there's definitely something here about there's definitely some sort of mysterious energy coming forth here. Like group number 3, this person may be asking you to find something or to do something, but again, it's like this don't tell anybody it was me kind of energy, or don't tell anybody. Or some of you guys may need to keep your plans or certain energies to yourself at this time as well. Not sharing plans, not getting involved in any drama or gossip as well, coming in here for group number 3. Interesting. So some of you guys, there may be some family drama that may be coming up or that you're experiencing at this time, and the soul is saying stay out of it. It's not for you. But there's also something here for group number 3 where you guys are being asked to chase something, to go on some sort of like scavenger hunt is almost how I'm seeing this, to go after something even though you don't know what it is. Interesting. So let's go ahead and get some more cards for group number 1, or I'm sorry, group number 3. And go a little deeper into this. We're going to start off by looking a little bit more into why this soul is coming forth for group number 3. Wow, and we have the monk or nun energy coming forth. Light attributes, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Shadow attributes, negative judgment of the physical world, excess, pity. Group number 3, there's something here with, I feel like this is almost how this person presented themselves, like this selfless devotion to something when they were alive. Again, kind of this don't tell anybody it was me, like very selfless, not needing acknowledgement for the things that they did or not needing acknowledgement for the gifts that they gave. There's something here, group number 3, with the judgment though. And that may be kind of why this family drama is coming up, and this soul saying like, don't involve yourself in this, don't create judgment, don't, there's something here about not judging, not allowing yourself to get involved in the drama or the gossip or judgmental energies. That may be something that you're experiencing or that is coming your way, group number 3. And this soul wants you to be aware of it for some reason. They want you to know that, or to be aware of it so that you don't fall into that kind of cycle or into that negative space. Let's go ahead and get some more cards here. Group number 3, we have South, the direction South, and this is masculine, summer, adolescence, and water. So coming into this reading with this adolescence, it just reminded me, as I was shuffling the cards coming into this reading, there was a strong energy of a child. And I'm not entirely like feeling like this child is who's coming forth for you, but this could be like involving a child in your physical world or be connected to a child in some way, shape, or form. Group number 3, there's something here about this. Some of you guys, this could be a passed on child and an ancestor coming through. I don't feel like this child is alone. I feel like this child is with this ancestor, if it's a passed on child for you. This child is with the bloodline. This child is with a guardian in the spiritual world. But it's almost, for some of you guys, like this drama that's coming up is surrounding a child. So some of you guys, this could be some sort of court case or custody hearing or drama surrounding a child in your physical life as well. And then we also have golden seal, masculine, south, sun, and fire. So I do feel like this is a masculine energy coming forth here for you guys, or a kind of like a male child as well. Doesn't have to be. Gender is pretty irrelevant in this reading, but that's just the energy that's coming forth here. There's definitely some like expansion energy here. So this could be bringing another child into the world for some of you guys. That this kind of, or some of you guys may have been wondering if you should bring a child into this world. And if that's the case for you, then this is a yes. Go after what you haven't done before, regardless of whether that's a child or something else. There's something here about birthing something into your reality. Group number 3. Wow, interesting. And it's going to be very successful. It's going to be very abundant. It's going to be very inspiring, I feel, for you guys here. There, with this soul coming forth as the 4 of Swords here, this is like, don't think about it too much. Don't overthink. Don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of whatever this is. Let's go ahead and get some more cards. And I know this reading is kind of scattered, but just take what resonates and leave what does not. I feel like a lot of people may have chose this pile. Group number 3, let's get some more energy about this soul that's coming forth. For group number 3, who this person was. The Hermit. So this is definitely somebody who was very comfortable with themselves. This is definitely somebody who didn't need outside validation or confirmation. This is somebody who definitely, it's like they chase the mysteries, but with the Hermit energy here, it's very much so confirming that they were always the person that said it wasn't me, or that like donated anonymously. Like there is a very anonymous kind of energy coming forth surrounding this person. They were very comfortable with themselves. They didn't need validation or confirmation or approval from outside energies at all. And you guys, I feel, are being asked to come into this energy, to come into this kind of Hermit energy and seek validation within yourself and not outside of you. what this person did. We have the Page of Swords. So this person, especially with this Hermit energy here, I feel like this person may have really done a lot of mental healing, like a lot of healing of the mind, a lot of healing from depression or anxiety. Even if nobody knew about it, they struggled with these energies and they were constantly fighting to heal them. Coming forth as the Four of Swords, they definitely did. They definitely kind of eased their mind before their passing, for sure. They also may have been somebody who helped other people heal the mind or heal perceptions or the way they saw things or the way they didn't see things. This person passed away. We have the Page of Cups. So group number 3, the first message coming through here is this person may have passed away from a broken heart. And that can be from anything. That could be from losing somebody, from grief, from loss, from depression. That could be from heart failure or like heart attack kind of energy. There's just something with the heart coming forth here with this Page of Cups that had a lot to do with this person's passing. Let's go ahead and get some more cards here and see a little bit more about why this soul is coming forth and why these messages are coming forth for group number 3. We have the Queen of Swords coming out here. Yeah, so there's definitely something here, group number 3, that this soul really wants you to be aware of the things that you say, really wants you to be aware of being bitter or judgmental, really wants you to be aware of how you involve yourself in certain drama, especially family drama. This soul is also saying, for some of you guys, you may be coming into a time where you are wanting to divorce or separate from somebody or something. And if that's the case, group number 3, the soul is saying to do that. The soul is saying you are better off alone, whatever this is for you, whether this is leaving a job or a city or a relationship. There's definitely a message here saying you are better off alone or separate from this person, situation, place, or event. Next, we have the Emperor coming forth here. Group number 3, you guys are being asked to take action towards yourself, to commit to yourself or commit to doing things differently, to commit to a new path. You guys, I really feel this energy of you guys separating from something, either coming into this reading, you may have just done this, or you may be coming up to this point. And this is happening so that you guys can work through a fear of commitment and work through like healing this ability to commit and take action from self instead of taking action for other people's approval, okay? And then we have the Four of Cups coming through here. Yeah, I really feel for group number 3 that this has a lot to do with certain like emotional stagnancies being cleared. The soul really wants you to separate yourself from anything that is causing you to anything that's causing you emotional distress, really taking action to separate yourself from that, separating yourself from drama, from toxic relationships, separating yourself from environments that aren't inspiring or supportive of you. Like, this soul is very much so driving home the point that you need to separate yourself from anything that is holding you down, anything that's making you feel like you're drowning, anything that's keeping you from taking action, anything that's keeping you from growing or expanding or stepping into the unknown. You guys are being asked to cut off, to let go of, to separate yourself from drama, from judgment, from outsiders' confirmation or validation or opinions or any of that. Really letting yourself be separate from those energies. Wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull you guys an angel message here. Group number 3. We have the Angel of Inspiration. Yes, group number 3, you guys are being asked to find It's almost like to find a new source of inspiration, to allow yourself to move somewhere or connect to something new that's going to allow inspiration to come in. I feel like you guys are feeling very weighed down, very stagnant, very uninspired in your environment or relationships or current situations. And that's, you guys are being asked to separate from that in order to step into inspiration and ideas and creativity, moving through blockages for sure. For group number 3, this soul really wants you to allow yourself to do that. Our next card out, we have imagination, inner child. Yes, you guys are really being asked to tap into your imagination, really being asked to tap into new ideas, to allow yourself to kind of be inspired by new things. Our next card here, we have self-control, and this is the higher self coming forth here. So group number 3, with the self-control, I feel like this has a lot to do with not allowing yourself to be drawn into the drama or to the gossip or to the judgments or drawn into the opinions of others or what other people think, not conforming, really allowing yourself to be separate from all of this outside influence or outside energies, not allowing yourself to be peer pressured or talked into doing things that you don't necessarily want to do or that aren't in alignment with your best interest here. Group number 3, this is a very strong message. So regardless of how this soul resonates with you as to who this message is the same for all of you. There is a need for separation from toxic, heavy, stagnant energy, and there is a need for self-control as this happens. Group number 3. So let's go ahead and pull you guys one final card here. Any last guidance or advice or anything else that the soul wants you to know at this time that you are watching this video for group number 3? Group number 3. Okay. So we have don't make assumptions, and this says assume nothing. So don't assume that you aren't capable. Don't assume that you can't achieve more. Don't assume that you can't find success. Don't assume that you can't find love. Don't assume that things can't be better. Let's go ahead. The message on this card here says, in any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume they are going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could you do that? You should know. Group number 3. I feel like this has a lot to do with this drama or this kind of judgmental energy that's coming forth in this reading. Not allowing other people to control the way that you feel, not allowing other people to place certain expectations on you, being very clear and open with what it is that you want and what it is that you believe, and not allowing other people to change that, or not allowing yourself to kind of step into this. There's something here about not allowing yourself to step into this cycle of people pleasing, okay? Really being aware of that as well. But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 3. If you enjoyed this reading, if it brought you value, or if it resonated with you, please hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what other kinds of readings you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 4. Those of you that chose pile number 4, this reading is for you, and we are looking at messages from the dearly departed, messages from our passed on loved ones. So we are going to start here with the energy of this soul and who they were in their physical life, how they present themselves as their spiritual essence, if you will, and a little bit about why they're here at this time, and then we'll shuffle the rest of the cards out as we go. I do want to say, coming into this reading, I shuffle all of the cards before each reading, and then I shuffle out the cards during the reading. But coming into this reading, as I was shuffling the cards, I could not get a clean shuffle for this pile to save my life. So I don't know if that has a lot to do with your current energy, if you guys are very static, very unclear, very kind of out of alignment with spirit or with your spirituality. That may be for some of you, as well as for some of you. I do feel a lot of doubt coming into this reading, like a lot of, I don't know if I believe in divination or tarot, or like it's almost like coming into this reading just to see what happens. But there's like some sort of sense of disbelief here, which I felt significantly enough for me to have to talk about it a little bit coming into this reading. So I do want to say that energy is here. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. So this person in their physical life, here we have the Eight of Wands. So this person was very quick to voice their opinion, very quick to say what they thought, very quick to communicate, very quick to take action. So which is very interesting, because I really felt a lot of, like I was saying, it was hesitation coming into this reading. That was the word. If I had to choose one word coming into this reading, it was hesitation. And this soul is coming forth as somebody in their physical life, as somebody who didn't hesitate about anything, which is very interesting here. Let's go ahead and see their spiritual essence coming forth. Oh, we have the kind of wild card coming out for you guys. So group number 4, there's something here about this soul being very, almost very transparent and very fluid. Like this soul can present themselves as anything that they want or anyone they want. So what I'm really feeling here, group number 4, is that this soul communicates to you through other people. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see a little bit about why they're here. We have Dancer of Lies. Okay. We also have Hunter of Vision. Group number 4. This is coming through as a very complex energy, a very almost abstract energy. But what I'm seeing here for you guys is that, for one, you hesitate too much. You hesitate in all the wrong places, is kind of how this is coming through here. You may talk yourself out of taking action. You may talk yourself out of the messages that you're receiving. In group number 4, this soul is very, like I said, like they're very good at conforming. They're very good at communicating to you through everybody around you. They may also communicate to you through certain lies. They may communicate to you while you're living certain lies, while you're telling yourself you can't, while you're living in certain energies that aren't meant for you, but you do it because it's easier, or because it keeps you comfortable, or keeps you from having to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing out of fear of the unknown. There's something here, group number 4, where you guys are meant to go after something. You guys may be entering a period in your life where you are gaining vision for what you want to do, or gaining purpose, or stepping into like a soul contract energy. And it's almost like you guys are resisting it, okay? That's really the energy that I'm getting, is resistance. You guys resisting your vision, resisting your purpose, resisting certain soul contract energies. And I almost feel like when this person passed on, their soul kind of evolved, or like they completed certain contracts or missions that they were meant to do. So it's like their spiritual essence is a much higher vibration than most, and it's hard to kind of tap into. But it's almost like they're everywhere all at the same time, trying to really get you into alignment with some sort of contract or mission or purpose that you guys are resisting, okay? So let's go ahead and go a little deeper into these messages. Starting off, we're going to be looking at a little bit more about why this person is here. And again, my cards are not cooperating. So let's go ahead. We have this one fell out. So we have Destroyer. Light attributes, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Group number 4. You guys, with this Dancer of Lies and this Hunter of Vision, it's almost like you guys really resist your own vision, but also maybe judge other people's visions or other people's ideals or purposes very harshly because of your own inability to go after your own vision or your own purpose. So there's definitely like some shadow energy coming in here for group number 4, where you guys are being asked to evaluate why you're so against your own purpose, why you're so hesitant or resistant to moving towards something that you desire or that your soul desires. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards here. You guys may be going through like a tower moment at the time that you're watching this reading. Everything kind of falling down around you. You guys may really be struggling to hold everything together so that you don't have to change as well. So here we have quartz coming out, feminine, 7th chakra, and water. And quartz is a very good amplifier stone. So I really feel like the spirit, like I said, the spirit is like everywhere. I really feel like this soul is very amplified in your life at this time. So whomever you keep thinking about, whoever keeps popping up in your mind, or the things that they used to say, or the actions that they used to take, or the habits that they used to have, it's that person. Like they're everywhere at this time for you. Also with the 7th chakra, this is the chakra that we connect to source, that we connect to the universe or to God or to spirit with, is through this 7th chakra. So there's so much spiritual communication coming in here for you guys. You may be perceiving it as something else, or like just your imagination. You may be perceiving it as, it's almost like you guys are seeing it as the opposite of what it really is, or not believing in it, not believing that that's what it is. Interesting. We also have the crow moon, and this is Aries, child energy. Very okay. So there's something here, group number 4, with your self-image and how other people see you being very important to you. And it's almost like your reputation is being destroyed in some way, shape, or form at this time, and it's causing you a lot of distress. This soul is coming forth here to say the reason why this is happening is because it's not in alignment with who you truly are. This self-image that you have created for yourself is very ego driven. It's very much so to gain the validation or approval of other people. And it's causing you to have to live in a way where you are kind of skating around the truth. It's causing you to live in a way where you are having to do things that aren't necessarily in alignment with you, as well as with this Aries energy coming forth here and this destroyer energy. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the god of war kind of energy. So you guys are being asked to fight for something. To fight for yourself, to fight for your purpose, to really challenge yourself to move further instead of being so caught up in how other people see you. This is about charging forward in your own life, group number 4, especially with this 8 of Wands energy coming forth as this soul. This is very quick communication. This is action. This in Aries energy is taking action. It's Emperor energy. It's taking the lead. Group number 4, you guys are being asked to carve a new path, to do something that people haven't seen before. Let's go ahead and get some more cards here for group number 4. And we're going to look a little bit more at this soul that's coming forth, who they were, what they did, how they may have passed away. Group number 4, who they were. We have the 4 of Spheres. So this person was very stable, but also may have been very stuck financially. Like they may have really with them being represented as the Eight of Wands in this very quick energy, it's very interesting because what I'm seeing is they may have taken a lot of actions or done a lot of things that kept them very stagnant financially, like spent money very quickly. They may have, invested very quickly without like really thinking about certain things or consequences to their actions. They just acted very quickly, which kept them kind of suppressed in their financial world. So they may not have ever really gained a whole lot of financial success, but they experienced a lot of things. But they didn't, I feel for group number 4, the soul didn't get to experience everything that they wanted to experience. I also feel for you guys that this is coming forth because you guys are being asked to break a certain kind of generational financial karmic pattern within your bloodline. I feel like a lot of people in your bloodline, or it may be like a pattern that's instilled within you guys, really struggle financially or live in a poverty mindset. And you guys are being asked to break your bloodline free of this, to destroy this cycle. Interesting. Then we have the Ace of Cups coming out here, which tells me that this soul that's coming forth here was very open emotionally. They were very open to feeling new things, very open to new experiences, and also very open to spirit, which is kind of where I'm sensing you guys are closed off at, even if you're not realizing where you're closed off at this moment, at the time that you're watching this. You guys are very closed off somewhere in regards to your 7th chakra, or your emotional energy, or like your psychic awareness, your intuition may be very closed off. This person followed their intuition with zero hesitation. So it may have really looked like this person may have been called crazy. This person may have been somebody that everybody in your family looked at as like irresponsible, or almost like hippie kind of energy, just free, very free spirit energy coming through here for group number 4, but very kind of stuck financially because they were such a free spirit. They acted so impulsively. They were very impulsive, I guess is the better word for this. Very impulsive. Okay. And then we have the Lovers coming out here, which is more communication, Mercury energy. And this is telling me here for group number 4, this person may have lost their life in a way where like this may have been a romantic partner for some of you guys. For some of you guys, this person could have passed away due to a mental illness, or I'm also seeing it as like passing away with a loved one, like either being heartbroken because of the loss of somebody they loved, or like heart energy here. Interesting. Very emotional energy here. It may have been a very emotional passing, it feels like a very slow passing. Which is very interesting because I feel like they lived their life very quickly. Like they lived very quickly. Everything they did impulsively or without hesitation. They acted very quickly on everything they wanted, but it's almost like a very slow passing coming through here for group number 4 with this soul. And I'm not really getting a very clear message as to like a specific person. Some of you guys, this could have been a loved one's, like, well, it could have been a romantic partner. For some of you guys, this could be like somebody, some sort of like spiritual connection. Interesting. This could have been a family member for some of you guys, like the crazy aunt or uncle that everybody looked at like they're never going to get anywhere in their life, or this hippie free spirit energy, wherever that resonates for you, because so far it's not really coming through very clearly as to who this person specifically was. This may be because there's so many people that chose this pile, or you know, the soul may not want to reveal that. They just sometimes that happens. Let's go ahead and get some more cards for group number 4 and see a little bit about why this soul is coming forth. So we have the Queen of Swords coming out here. Yeah, this person lived a very separate life, a very different life than those around them. They lived very differently, and it caused a lot of judgment, a lot of opinions around this particular lifestyle. We also have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you guys are being asked to release emotional wounds, to heal feminine energy, really, to heal your feminine energy. That's what this soul is coming forth to talk to you about, is healing your feminine energy, which will in turn balance out this ego or this need for people to see you in a specific light. And then we have the Two of Wands. So with this healing, there is going to be a new path opening up here for you guys. There is going to be an opportunity to commit to a new lifestyle, to a new path, or to a new person. With the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups here, some of you guys may have just separated from somebody or something that caused a lot of distress, but it's allowing you to regain your independence. So gaining your independence by destroying this image of who you used to be, or this outdated version of who you used to be, whether this is destroying with this destroyer energy here, it's almost like you guys are separating from people or places or things, releasing a lot of emotional energy, releasing a lot of emotional attachments that have kept you in this lifestyle of needing to uphold a particular image, or needing to uphold this specific version of yourself so that people see you a certain way. That is all ending for you, whether it's ending by divorce or separation from partners, or separating from financial obligations, or from jobs or careers, whether it's separating from certain homes or lifestyles or addictions. There's just this energy here of separating yourself from something that's allowing you to regain your independence. So for some of you guys, so with this Lovers here in the space for this person's passing, they very well could have passed on from addiction, some sort of codependency, which may be why it feels like the soul is everywhere. It's through the same substance or emotional attachment, or mental attachment, whatever it is for you. It doesn't matter if it's the same as this person or as this soul's addiction or codependency. It's the energy that's the same, which why I feel like that's why this person feels like they're everywhere. Yeah, so I do really feel for group number 4 that this has a lot to do with separating from addictions, codependency, separating from certain lifestyles, and releasing a lot of things that are no longer in alignment with you, that you've been staying in just to uphold a particular image. There is a new path opening up for you, group number 4, as you step away from this old lifestyle. Let's go ahead and pull you guys an angel message. Angel of Soulmates, look at that. So you guys may be aligning to soulmates. This passed on person may have been a soulmate of some sort for you as well, especially with this Lover's energy here. I'm really getting this energy of like you being able to say goodbye to this person because they had such a slow passing, or there's just a lot of kind of romantic energy here. Whether this person was romantically connected to you or not, their energy is very romantic, and I feel like their passing had a lot to do, or a very strong connection to a loved one for them. Like either they are with a soulmate now, or they had somebody like holding their hand when they passed on. But it's, you guys are aligning to a new soulmate, especially those of you that are going through a divorce or a separation of whatever kind. You guys are definitely aligning to something much greater for you. Let's pull some more cards here. Our first one out is self-control. Look at that. Higher self. Yeah, you guys are learning how to be independent, learning how to be in control of yourself instead of other people being in control of you or being in control of the image you present as yourself. And this is like not changing who you are or the actions you're going to take to better please other people, or not succumbing to peer pressure for some of you guys, really being in control of yourself, taking your power back, becoming much more independent. Group number 4 is a very big message here. And then we also have shadow, divine healers. Yeah, definitely healing a lot of the shadow here for group number 4, especially with this destroyer energy here. There's a lot of things I feel that are falling apart because you guys are being realigned, and this is happening differently for everybody, but I feel like with this shadow energy coming forth, a lot of things are being revealed to you, a lot of lies are being revealed to you. You guys are seeing things in a new light, seeing yourself in a new light, seeing the parts of yourself that you've been suppressing or that you've hid away that caused the codependency to begin with because you didn't want to release it. With this 8 of Cups coming out here, there's a lot of things coming to the surface, a lot of energies being let go of. Some of you guys, this may be healing from the loss of a partner or a soulmate as well, and this may be that partner or soulmate that is coming through here to help you through this. The bottom of the deck here, we have denial. So group number 4, this is a lot about like taking the mask off, ripping the band-aid off, allowing yourself to heal properly instead of covering the wound up, however that resonates with you, as that will be different for everybody. But that is like the biggest message coming through here, is allowing yourself to heal instead of covering up the pain. Let's go ahead and pull you one final message from the soul for group number 4. One final message for group number 4. Any last guidance? Okay. Or advice. So here we have be impeccable with your word. And this here says express your love, group number 4. And this says impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express what you love in other interactions with. You will express that love in your interactions with others, and that action will produce a like reaction. So group number 4, this is definitely in regards to loving yourself enough to love other people, as well as loving yourself enough to express who you actually are instead of holding up this image for people to believe that you're something other than what you are. To, like, for some of you guys, this may be to try to attract approval or validation or confirmation, really needing outside kind of influences to dictate who you are so that you can be that person that other people want, or so that you can be that person that other people need or that other people love, because you aren't loving yourself. So group number 4, there are a lot of changes happening in your life right now. I feel for you guys, a lot of things, outside influences being kind of taken away in some way, shape, or form, or you being separated from them in some way, shape, or form, in order for you to reclaim yourself, in order for you to come into love for yourself instead of needing love from other people. But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 4. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, or if you gained value from this, please hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what other kinds of readings you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.